mighty fortress through these grim gates. Among them, no less than 4 Queens of England: Queen Anne Boleyn, Queen Catherine Howard, Lady Jane Grey, the uncrowned Queen of only 9 days, whose stories I'll tell very shortly. Now, the young Princess Elizabeth Tudor was also brought up the steps before her incarceration in the Bell Tower. High dignitaries of the church were no exception. Archbishop Cranmer and Bishop Latimer and Ridley, for example, they were brought into the Tower during the reign of Queen Mary Tudor, who was also known as Bloody Mary. Now, these 3 pious men were then later taken to Oxford, where they were burnt at the stake for heresy. Those and many poor unfortunate souls would have travelled down the River Thames from their trials at London's Guildhall or the Palace of Westminster. They would pass through these gates here and land at these steps, where they were met by the Yeoman jailer and an escort of extremely handsome Yeoman warders. They would then taken to the Bloody Tower archway to the dungeons or cells, there to await whatever fate had in store for them. And for quite a few of them, it would have been a short journey back out of the tower to the river.
The Tower of London, with its stone walls and shadowy halls, has stood witness to nearly 1,000 years of history. Among its many tales of intrigue, betrayal, and mystery, one of the most chilling is the story of the princes in the tower, 2 young boys whose disappearance remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. In the summer of 1483, the tower was bustling with activity. Edward V, the 12-year-old heir to the English throne, and his younger brother Richard, Duke of York, aged 9, were escorted to the Tower of London by their uncle, Richard, Duke of Gloucester. At first, it seemed like a routine move. The tower was both a royal residence and a fortress. However, the atmosphere soon turned ominous. Their father, King Edward IV, had recently died, and young Edward was to be crowned king. But before the coronation could take place, their uncle declared the boys illegitimate, seized the throne, and crowned himself King Richard III. The boys were confined to the tower under the pretext of protection, but they were never seen again. Rumors quickly began to spread. Some claimed the princes were smothered in their sleep by hired assassins, their bodies secretly buried within the tower's walls. Others believed they had escaped and lived their lives in hiding. Ghostly sightings were soon reported. 2 small figures holding hands, wandering the corridors, their pale faces filled with sorrow. Guards claimed to hear faint laughter or the patter of footsteps late at night, though no source could ever be found. Centuries later, in 1674, workmen digging near the White Tower uncovered a small wooden chest containing 2 skeletons, believed to be the remains of the princes. The bones were reburied in Westminster Abbey, but questions lingered. Were these truly the boys? Or was this discovery a clever ploy to cover up an even darker secret? Modern forensic investigations have been inconclusive, and the true fate of Edward and Richard remains a haunting enigma. Some believe Richard III orchestrated their deaths, while others suspect political rivals eager to tarnish his name. What do you think happened? Share your thoughts in the comments below. On a lighter note, while filming, I had the privilege of viewing the crown jewels, though recording them is strictly prohibited. All I can say is that they were absolutely breathtaking. Please remember to like and subscribe, it really helps support the channel.